Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'd say welcome back, but I feel like this is the start of a new beginning. I'm ready to actually take YouTube seriously now and be consistent with it so I can answer all the questions that you all ask me on a daily basis. I want to put as much effort into these videos as I do with Instagram, which you all should go follow me, by the way. I'm going to put the info down below. You guys have been seeing me use this hair tool for a while. I get a lot of questions about it, how to properly use it, what do I like about it, what are the cons. So I'm going to let you know everything right now in this video. Let's get it started. So the tool that I am talking about is the Denman brush. I'm sure you've seen this around. Now they have lots of different types and for different uses, the Denman brand. But this brush is the same brush that I bought day one and have been using since day one. I've never really switched it up, at least as far as this brand. I've tried other brushes here and there, but this is really my go-to. As of now, there's a lot of brushes that I haven't tried, so I'm definitely not opposed to trying new things, but right here, do a little dance. This is our holy grail. So definition. Okay, so I'm going to start out by just sectioning my hair just so I can wet it down really good. Another huge part of getting definition is making sure your hair is wet enough. So before I apply product, I'm going to make sure my hair is wet enough so it can really absorb all the moisture. So this Denman brush that I'm going to be using, this is the 9-row brush. There's also a 7-row brush. I'm not sure how many kinds there are now, but this is the one that I've had for a while and I've always used 9 rows. So that side's done, and here's just a little preview, little comparison. One side's like a little damp, and then the other side is pretty wet. So you can just see the difference in texture. So what makes the Denman brush so great for definition is just how it's made. The bristles are pretty strong. It's pretty much like a comb brush. Not everybody can detangle with this, so even if you see me here as I'm using it just to really make sure my hair is detangled, not everybody can do that. My hair is really thick, so honestly I need the Denman brush to detangle, but I would not recommend it for everyone, so it depends on your hair type. But as far as defining curls, yeah, anyone can use a Denman brush. It just has different uses for different hair types, but overall it is for definition. Okay, so I've wet down my hair so it's ready to style, and now I'm going to add the leave-in conditioner and the curl cream. I'm going to show you the technique of the Denman brush. So I'm taking the leave-in conditioner and just making sure to get all the parts of my hair. After I apply it with my hands, I'm going to go back over it with the brush just to really get it evenly distributed. For me to even get any kind of good definition, I have to use a good product and most importantly a good leave-in that really gives me moisture. My hair is high porosity and doesn't really hold moisture too well. It's high porosity most of the time. Sometimes it's medium, but yeah, good products will definitely help. So I've added the leave-in conditioner and now I'm just going to go section by section with my brush, and that's when I'm going to apply the curl cream, and I'm also going to just keep applying water throughout the process. So again, I'm wetting the section that I know I'm going to add product to, just making sure it's really detangled so the product just rakes through easily and really smooth. This is the only method I really use to apply product. Sometimes I might do praying hands, but that would be at the top of my head, not this part of my hair. I've applied all the product that I want to apply to this section. So now I'm going to take my brush and just brush through it to evenly distribute the product. Okay, so now we're ready. So those of you that have been following me on Instagram, you know that for this section right here, just this little part, not the whole thing, just a little bit, I do have to finger coil because that's just my most damaged area and it just gives me a lot of problems. It rarely curls up on its own. It's doing a lot better now than versus when I just started, but I still like to give it that little bit of encouragement of a curl. So I just finger coil just this little piece here, just like that. And you see this part is shorter than the rest of my hair because that's the part that was mostly damaged. I do the same thing to this side, except this side isn't as bad, so I just shingle. And I'll show you that once we get there. Okay, so now this part is ready to be Denman. Okay, so Basically, you want to just run it through and curve. You see how I'm curving? And that gives your ends that extra pop. It just makes my ring light so much better. In the beginning, when I first started using a Denman brush, I didn't do that. I mean, I didn't know you had, well, not that you have to. I just didn't know its benefits. But now I do it every time. So again, you start it, I just bring it this way. And then just little scrunch. You don't even really have to scrunch too much. And I just keep doing that for every section. So this side I've brushed. You can already see the shrinkage that comes with it, and I'll get more into that as we go. So now I'm about to apply product to this side and style it. So yes, what some might see as a downside from using the Denman brush is you do get a lot of shrinkage, but ultimately you do have to have shrinkage for definition. It's just how it works. Maybe by day 2 or 3, you'll have more volume and your curls will get looser. That's what happens to mine. They stretch out. But for day 1, you will have shrinkage, and that's just what happens when you use any kind of brush. So this side, this is still a problem area. It's not as bad as the other side, but what I like to do for this side, instead of finger coiling, I just shingle. So all I need to do for this side is just shingle to get that definition. And just do a little part. And again, this side's a little longer than that underneath, but it's still shorter than this because this is the damaged area where I would always straighten my hair. Okay, so the rest of this, I'm just gonna style with the Denman brush exactly how I did on that side. Okay, so I'm on the last section, and this next tip, it's not really a Denman brush tip, it's more of just a wash and go tip. So wherever you put your part, just know it's gonna stay there. So I'm gonna try this with my finger. It's not bad. So I'm gonna do this to separate to know which parts I've done, because you don't wanna get it mixed up.
So I did make them chunky so I know which ones I've done, and I'm gonna do this back section. So for your back section, and it's the same
thing. Make sure you're getting a piece and you're making it go over so it falls flat, if that makes sense. Because remember, when your hair dries, it's really gonna want to stay in the direction that you put it while it was wet. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just curving the brush, letting it fall, and then I'm just gonna scrunch over here. We're almost done. I just have these 2 front sections. So I'm actually gonna add a little more water, just so it's nice and wet, so the definition really sets well. That's how you get definition. You gotta keep your hair wet enough, even if you have low porosity. Typically low porosity isn't supposed to add too much water, but you still do need to add some. Okay. So same thing we've been doing. You see the bounce back already. That's also because of good product. Keep that in mind as well. I'll have another video for my favorite products, you know, product recommendations and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. So I can already see the definition. See, this one's a little strangly. I don't like that. So I'm gonna get that back and try to fix it. See, it's a little more clump. That's what I like. Okay. So we just have 2 more pieces. Okay. Let me do this front part again. Piece of hair in my eye. That feels a little dry, so I'm just gonna wet it just a little bit. So you can already see since the beginning of the video. So you can already see since the beginning of the video just how much more defined my hair looks, even wet. So, like, I know this is gonna be good because it's already clumping. Okay, so we're done styling with the Denman brush and it's wet. So now I'm just gonna dry and I'm gonna come back and show you guys my results. And there you have it. My hair is 100% dry. It is fluff. My curls are separated, but you can really just see the definition that the brush gave me. With this brush, it does give you more shrinkage versus like shingling or finger coiling or probably other ways you styled before, but in my experience, my hair lasts the longest, and as you can see, just I feel like it doesn't get better than this definition. Without this brush, I can't really get this lasting definition. I can shingle, which I'll explain more in another video on that, but I've been using this brush for 3 years, since I started, and it's never let me down, and as you see. So I'm gonna continue using it. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Boop. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put that below. It's Pgeeeeee. 6 E's, Pgeeeeee. So stay tuned for volume tips to come in the next video, and also how I dry my hair. So how I diffuse exactly, and just like past mistakes I've made. Thank you so much for your support as always, and just stay tuned for my next video. I'm really gonna get this rolling. Bye.